one word: immersive, transformational, learning, knowledgeable journey. That our clients are looking at. Are they looking for a solution or are they looking for a complete process transformation? So when a transformation project starts, you have to put all the stakeholders in each bucket and see what does this transformation mean to the end customer.
So, hello and welcome everyone. Today we are thrilled to have our esteemed guest, Mr. Sabyasachi Goswami, who is the CEO of Perfios, and he has a huge career. He spent like more than 2 decades in the financial industry and transformed the financial industry into many ways, right? And he's been leading Perfios for a very long time, right? So, first of all, hi sir, how are you?
Very good. How about you?
It's been wonderful having you here.
Thank you.
So, how's your career overall at the Perfius, and how your previous experiences helped you, and what are the core values that made you build Perfius?
So I would say the experience with Perfios has been an absolute, in one word, immersive, transformational, learning, knowledgeable journey. The reason I call it so many adjectives was why I said immersive, because when we were really, really small and we were growing and scaling up, you had to roll up your sleeves and do almost everything.
Yes.
And you don't have so many supporting teams to take care of your daily requirements. Now, daily requirements is not about your personal stuff, it's about building the company, and which meant that you have to create your own strategy. You have to go and sell yourself and talk about the company. You have to go and understand what the customer wants. So, pretty much solution for the customer. They need to figure out what to engineer to deliver that.
Exactly.
And that's the next part. And post delivery, you have your own set of ask and requirements and delivery expectations where something can get mismatched and you have to fix that. Now, all of this, if you have to roll up sleeves and do it, it's nothing short than calling it immersive experience, because you pretty much immerse yourself and get all of this done. What does this do to you in your career or while you're building up a company from a very small one to take it a larger scale? What it does is it helps you kind of see all sides of a simple problem statement that you would have imagined in a way that you would want to position to the client who wants to take that. But he doesn't see the problem from the same lens as you see it when you build it. But what it does when you actually get into the act yourself by rolling up your sleeve is it touches every point where it tells you, okay, you have a brilliant product that you have created, but the way you are positioning may not be the pain point that
The
your
customer
clients are
sees,
looking
yes.
at. So, what is that clients are looking at? Are they looking for a solution or are they looking for a complete process transformation?
Yes.
So, when we started long back, it was not a single product that they wanted. They wanted a process transformation. But believe me, when you start up, you really have finite resources to spend.
Yes.
And the resources are not only monetary, it's also people, it's also technology, it's also the time that you can spend. So resources are only finite. All of this, I'm saying money is important, but along with money, you have only few people to work with you, stand by your side, because you have no clients. You have to prove yourself to first onboard a client. Second, you have very limited technology bandwidth, which you can solve a lot of problems. You have the idea how to solve it, but you need that kind of technology. And fourth is you need clients who believe in you.
Yeah.
So the first few anchor clients have to believe that what you are creating is something that will solve their pain point. So what I was trying to say is, if you have a hands-on experience and an immersive experience of all of this, you would always be able to go on and innovate again and again and again,
Yeah.
because you've understood how the customer sees his pain point and what do they expect. It is never that what we expect that customer will exactly kind of spell out what the requirement is. I don't think that ideal world ever exists.
Yes.
That they'll be able to
They
spell out
just try to give you the imagination they have.
imagination. And you have to take that imagination to the drawing board, draw the sketch, keep validating in an iterative process, that validation becomes some kind of a plan which you go back home, execute, and while you are executing, you may see different kind of challenges which you have never thought of.
Yes.
Then you address those, then you take them to the market, and if you are lucky, and takes that and pays you. So it's a complete immersive process. Once you learn it, once you do it, once you repeat it again and again, you master that, and then you start building business for scale.
And in terms of digital transformation of any existing ecosystem, you have your experiences in traditional finance as well.
Yes.
But now you are more towards fintech.
Right.
Right. So how that transformation worked out for you?
So see, let me talk a little bit about the banking and finance as a space, as an ecosystem. It's a business of trust.
Yeah.
We all keep money in banks. Why do we keep? Because we trust that the bank will not do anything wrong with our hard-earned money.
Yes.
It's a business of transaction of money. So the first thing that you have to build with a financial institution, whenever you talk of transformation, is the business of trust. Right? So transformation is always easy if you keep trust aside. But when you are thinking of a transformation with trust, that means you have to really imagine the space well. That means dotting the I's and T's and knowing what that transformation will mean to the people inside the bank and the stakeholders outside a financial institution, means outside a bank or an NBFC or a fintech, which are the regulators, most importantly the customers who is relying on that financial institution and putting the faith and giving that money out. So when a transformation project starts, you have to put all the stakeholders in each bucket and see what does this transformation mean to the end customer like you and me? What does it mean to the regulator who draws the framework? What does it mean for the bank? And what does it mean for the employees of a bank? Yes. Unless you have put this into 4 quadrants, employees of a bank, bank as an organization, regulator as an entity, and consumers.
Yes.
And then society in general on top, I'm not touching there, but 4 quadrants, and you pick each pieces and see what is the biggest pain area that you would want to solve, which addresses the concern of all 4 people. So the first one when we started was way back in 2008, just after the financial crisis, global financial crisis. So every bank was going through a lot of pain. What are those pain? They were all suffering huge financial losses. The quality of books were deteriorating, and they wanted to book good loans, good credit, but they were thinking, how do they bring down the credit loss and also the credit cost? So credit loss and credit cost, both has to come down. And what has to go up? The customer experience.
Yes.
Now, these are 3 different strings. Okay? One doesn't tie to each other.
Yes.
If you want to book good credit, you need to spend more on credit cost.
Yes.
But what I said was, credit cost has to come down and credit quality has to go up. It's convergent. It's divergent.
Yes.
It's not converging. It's diverging. Right? So how do you bring those? So we were always building a solution before that, which today also becomes our heart when we call ourselves the operating system for the banks. What we did was we built a data layer which can understand any kind of structured and unstructured data.
Okay.
And we were doing that as a personal finance management company back then. The capability that we could build could understand any formats of data. Obviously, then India, later we expanded to different geographies. But what came handy was to address this problem statement was, they said, good quality book, lower credit losses, and higher or better customer experience, superior customer experience. Yes. So the problem statement that we could address, and remember those 4 quadrants that I spoke, right? Employees of the bank, bank itself, regulator, and the end consumer. So whenever you are choosing a problem statement, you have to address all these 4 players.
Yes.
So what we told, okay, this is a problem statement, which I think everybody is interested in. The employees of the bank would be interested. The bank itself will be interested because they want to keep the margins intact and bring the good quality
Yes.
customers. The customer will be interested because they will be able to rely on the bank more. If the process improves, the cost for a customer
For the
goes
credit
down.
goes down.
And the last is the regulator, because you are ultimately building good quality book, which is always a thing that regulators demand, right? That
Yes.
you will build a good quality so that ultimately NPAs are low. So we started with one product, which was in the underwriting space, that it could understand any kind of financial document and can analyze those in real time and put to vertical use cases. Because any kind of financial documents can be structured data, can be unstructured data. The capability that we built before was any kind of data that I could understand, structured, unstructured, and make sense out of it and put it to vertical use cases. Vertical use case in this case was credit, which is lending. What is the problem statement? Solve that. Good quality, lower cost, and better customer experience. Better customer experience, if I can generate analytics in real time, is a better customer experience.
Yes.
Right? For regulator, complete history and log, because I am completely solving this digitally. That means there is a log, there is
There's
no
a log
manual
over there.
interference. What did I solve for employees on this? Employees on month ends and weekends will sit in office on month ends and signing and looking at
Signing,
files.
looking at the files.
I'm allowing employees to go back home at 5 o'clock and having tea with his family.
Yes.
Good for
Because the
them.
process is already
Processes
simplified
are
and
simplified.
data is seen.
For the bank, I'm allowing them to give a better customer experience at a lower cost because everything is digitized, and good quality book because there is no human bias.
And
The
better
system is
analytics for the whole system.
Absolutely. So we solved all the 4 quadrants, and that's how the transformation journey started. And we never looked back after that. Of course, that was the first product. Today we have about 75 plus products, about 350 plus APIs, 4 different segments we address, about 18 plus geographies, about over a few billions of credit getting done through our platform. So it's a complete transformation thereafter, but that's the long and short of the journey how we started.
So Perfios is like a treasure box for the financial
absolutely.
sector.
I always keep saying there's lots cooking in the kitchen, and any good food takes time to be prepared.
Yes.
So we need to have patience. But as and when the food is ready and in-house chefs have tasted it, and after the pass, we serve it to the outside world. So there's always cooking in the kitchen, something or the other.
So is there something new coming to the menu?
Absolutely. You will hear it very soon. We have done a couple of things which you can see it in our booth here, but absolutely.
So what exactly is your secret spice in terms of creating new products?
So the secret spice is, I try to keep it very simple. Whatever I travel a lot, and I travel for personal and business both. And every country, every region that I visit, I see there are common problems. The common problems is how do they access financial products seamlessly?
Okay.
We live in bigger cities. We don't even understand the word financial inclusion in right spirit. The reason I
Yes.
say that is because when you come from big city, you can walk across a bank and apply any product and you will get it. Because
Yes.
you will have the right set of documents, you will have the right set of income thresholds that financial institutions will demand. But go a few hundred kilometers down and you will understand that they don't even understand how they are not able to deliver what the consumers want, and financial institutions don't even understand that requirement which is there comes with a lot of friction.
Yes.
So actually people get tired and they go to some local person to avail those financial products.
Yes.
I feel really bad because I come from a small town and I have gone through all of that in my early childhood, where I have seen my dad going through that pain. So my motto was very simple: build something for the common people, not for the best of the intelligent people. Because intelligent people, everybody is making something better for the intelligent lot.
They're gonna
But
find their way anyway.
They will anyways find it.
Yes.
But what about the common people who do not get access to this so easily?
Yes.
Either because it is expensive, either because it is heavy on documentation, or or either because of the accessibility. How do you solve that? So our innovation as company has always been simplify, oversimplify for a common man. So every innovation that we do and will continue to do is how to make financial products delivered to the last mile. How can they have it absolutely frictionless? How do they have it in the time they need and not when banks want it? If I
Yes.
need it like day after tomorrow because I have some family member going through a surgery, I don't need the money after 10 days. I need it day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you need to make the financial access possible at that time when you need it. How do we make it possible? So there are different solutions which we're trying to make it available to the banks and financial community who can make this possible. That's the
That's
overall culture or I would say ethos in Perfios which drives us that we should create something like this.
and you see like this region specifically, if you talk about the UAE,
Yeah,
they're very advanced in terms of adopting, in terms of creating new technologies, in terms of new innovations,
absolutely.
and not just the community, not just the developers, not just the innovators and ideators, but also the government,
Yes.
the support of different set of government
Yep.
organizations and the officials
Yes.
is already on the forefront.
Very,
Right.
very forward looking country.
Yes.
I would say very, very forward looking region.
Yes.
And regulator. I can give you the example and where we tested, kind of got a taste of working with the government authority, no less than the regulator of the country, the central bank.
Yes.
All of you know that last year it launched open banking, open finance they call it, where every bank will now get onboarded into that channel. And that's not new to India because India always had open finance. It got launched about 5-6 years back.
Yes.
We have done it now. Dubai is doing it, and we are working with the central bank to take this solution to all banks. We were the first one to get selected by the central bank who is implementing the solution. The reason we are doing it. How does it help? So as I said, again, look at the problem statement that I mentioned. The finance should be made accessible to the last mile.
Yes.
What does open finance do? It helps eliminate all the middlemen and the middle processes which are so ineffective. What does it do? You just give one consent, one bank takes the document from the central depository, puts it across to the other bank where you want the financial product without you exchanging any physical documentation. That's true power given to the common man
Yes.
to dictate its own terms when you need the product, at what time you need, from whom you need, what kind of interest you would want to pay for availing such products. And here it is. So that's the power of open finance, and I absolutely agree with you when you say that the government is very, very forward looking. The regulators are very, very forward looking.
Yes.
They are enabling this, they are helping this, and we have seen it firsthand. We're implementing it for this. So I think it is absolutely fantastic to see where the country or the people of the country kind of reflect and understand the power of innovation, power of technology, power of this kind of solutions which are digitally powered or enabled, and they accept it wholeheartedly. It makes our job a little more simpler. At least we don't have to go and create awareness. The
Yes.
awareness is already created.
Yes.
It's for them to go through that process, believe in that product that we have created, and once they believe it, there is no looking back. So it makes our job way more simple.
Did you find any more innovative ideas and solutions over here at the exhibition?
I'm sure the team would have. I have been having very, very exciting conversations since morning,
Yes.
and those are very, very thought-provoking. I have noted down some of those, and as I said, that goes back to my kitchen to find the right recipe before we get the right food delivered to the people whom I spoke. So yes, very, very interesting conversations, and I feel many new areas you will see unfold in probably a year to come, because the way regulators are thinking, way the central bank is thinking, way the banks are thinking in this country is really amazing. They want to have a fraud-free country, which used to be a thing of past, but even now there are certain frauds. And once the money is lost, getting back that money is very tough. So how do we avoid fraud in real time? while the transaction is happening real time. Now, can we avert the fraud real time? That's the solution a lot of people are talking about. And we have created one such. I mean, it's there already in display. So we have created, as I said, it will be delivered soon. The food is ready now, so it will be delivered soon.
So probably you're gonna see some new solutions soon on your table, right to trace and enjoy the best of the solutions by Perfios, right?
Yes.
So that's all for now because he has a lot of information and knowledge to share, but we have limited time here at the event, so I'll let you enjoy the rest of the DFS.
Thank you.
Right, and thank you so much for the time, and I hope you enjoy.
Absolutely,
DFS
lovely
as well.
talking to you. Thank you, Lakshay, for hosting me. Thank you so much. Pleasure.